Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing the best Forex trading strategy for beginners. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. And as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down below in the description, and you should also see it pop up in the top corner right now. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Discord is a free group communication platform where we are having great discussions about all things to do with trading. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the best Forex trading strategy for beginners. Before we do though, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested 329 indicators, and out of those 329 indicators, 135 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set for them. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you could take any one of those 135 indicators and get out there and start potentially profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. Okay, so today we will be testing the best Forex trading strategy for beginners, or at least that is the title of the video that it came from. And so typically we are testing indicators, and so hence the indicator scoreboard that we showed just a moment ago. But once a week we do try to make a point to test an actual strategy that I find typically on a YouTube video somewhere. And so this week's strategy here, we'll go through the two kind of basic components to it here. And so first of all, we have a moving average, and that moving average is set to a 20 period. You can see it here on screen, the thin blue line there. And then we have the chandelier stop. And so the chandelier stop is based off of the ATR, and it is on its default settings, and so 22, 22, and 3. So basically a 3 times ATR is kind of the stop that it's going to set, or I guess the take profit as well might be the way to kind of look at it. So the setup of this strategy is that we are looking for a consolidation in the market. Now, this is the Aussie versus the New Zealand dollar, and it is on a 2-hour time frame. This is similar to what the original video tested this on. And so, like I said, the first criteria that we are looking for is for consolidation to take place in the market. and you want somewhere around or at least 60 bars of consolidation. And so, for example, here you can see how price is just kind of riding right within this range here. If I mark out these areas right here, there we go. So right within these two black lines, you can see just kind of rode sideways within this range, just kind of bouncing in between this area right here. And this, from the point that it started here until over here, we got to about 80 bars. Now it can be a little bit less than 60 and more than 60, of course, but typically you want at least 60 bars of consolidation to consider it kind of a good consolidation. And basically what we're looking for is a breakout of the consolidation area. Now, the next criteria that we are looking for is that the 20 period moving average should be kind of trailing either up or down with the price action. And so it's kind of squeezing price action in one direction or another. And so let's see here. We followed this along here. You can see that we get this breakout right here, but as it breaks out, the moving average is kind of just riding in the middle of the price action. And so what we really want is this kind of setup right here. Let me turn off the chandelier stop. So you can see how price action breaks down, and now it's kind of riding up against the moving average here, and the moving average seems to be pushing price action down. And so we are looking for a breakout either direction of this consolidation, not one particular direction, but the moving average is kind of giving us an idea of what way the the breakout looks like it might take place. For example, looks like it might take place to the downside. And so now we are basically looking for the price action to tighten up against the moving average as the moving average continues to work its way down. You can see right there, it starts to break out of this range with the moving average pushing it down. Price action is touching right up against it right here, and that's really what you're looking for. Now, if we flip this over, the reverse would be true. If the moving average was riding up and price action was riding up and it was pushing it up and out of here, then that would be a valid push to the upside. And you can see how it's different than this one right here because it swings down really hard, spikes right back up through the moving average right here. And the moving average, even though it's kind of riding with it right here a little bit, it's not as clean as it is right here. And so obviously this is a little bit subjective and a little bit hard to, kind of identify without being a little bit biased. And so that's part of the reason, one of the reasons why, this strategy is kind of to me at this point. And so, but let's go ahead and continue forward here. You see that it breaks out of this channel that it was riding in. Right, technically you could say right there, just for really good confirmation. So basically what you would do is you would set an order right outside this zone, and then when the order gets triggered, you would be into the trade at that point. And what we are looking for then is for the chandelier to be our stop. Either the price action is going to go down and the chandelier is going to trail with it and eventually stop us out with profit, or it's going to spike up and cross the chandelier just like that right there, and that's going to stop us out as it crosses up above the chandelier and closes. Now that was some really bad timing right there because that was a massive bar that took place, about 80 pips. That really would not have felt good right there, waiting for that bar to actually close out beyond the chandelier. But that's the stop that would take place. Now, again, if price action just rode down, the chandelier would step down with it, and then once the price action closes beyond it to the other side of it, just like this, then you would exit the trade, hopefully for a profit. All right, let's look at another setup here, and I'll actually go ahead and play this one forward a little bit, so that way we can watch kind of the formation of what's happening here. Now, of course, these lines are not valid anymore here, so I'm just going to pull them down there, kind of out of the way. You can see right as we get to this purple line, now we're going to start watching some consolidation kind of form here. You see how price action comes down, pulls back up right into the same little zone right here. Still kind of riding right in this upper channel right there. Never really breaking out, just riding sideways. And so this is the point now where we start looking at it and going, okay, we're at 60 bars. Everything's kind of consolidating right in this area. I would use this lower area here as the low side and not hug it right up here. Give it a little bit of room there. So right there. And then now we're just kind of watching here to see what price action does. Now, we get what seems like a breakout to the upside right here. I wouldn't take this one because you see that this bar breaks out, and then almost immediately it comes back down into this area. Now, that's just kind of reinforcing the fact, excuse me, that this is, you know, a really tight consolidation zone that's taking place here. Now we can widen this out just a little bit more to see. And so here on this side, you can see price actions being pushed down by the moving average. We get this really long bar right here. Let's see if we get a confirmation right there. That bar, that big red bar right there, would be a confirmation to me that this is an official breakout to the downside. And then now, same deal. We have the chandelier. It's going to act as our stop. Hopefully, take profit. Now you see that the chandelier is stepping down with price action as it's making a lower move, and then unfortunately it pulls back really heavily right there and crosses back above right here, and that would have been a small loss, about 15 pip loss right there. And so there's two examples of kind of what this strategy entails, kind of how you would trade it, what you would look for, and so on. All right, so the question is now, what were we able to get out of this strategy? Well, before we take a look at that, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, whether you are a new trader or you are an experienced trader, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find our link to our Patreon down below in the description. Really super cheap to sign up. Doesn't cost hardly anything at all. On our Patreon only channel on our Discord server, posting a lot of really good advanced information in there that we aren't necessarily talking about in the normal channel. We also have a rather lengthy list of the winning indicators for the MT platforms, and so we've tested all those on the TradingView platform, but our admin Jay has put together a pretty decent list of those winning indicators for the MT platforms. And so if you use the MT platforms quite a bit, that's something that you would probably benefit from greatly. Our admins and our some of the members in there are also posting regular trade ideas almost on a daily basis. They're posting screenshots of their charts, the way they mark them up, looking for those ideal market conditions to jump in. They're showing you where to take profit, where to enter, where to exit, and so on. Really, really good advanced stuff. Highly recommend it. Another thing that we are working on is starting to retest the indicators that we have tested on a more thorough set of tests. And so we're going to go in and start to refine our winning list of indicators a little bit more. It's kind of a two-step process that we're working on. While I'm still testing regular indicators, we have a member who is working on running the winning indicators across like 100 trade test. And so that's something that the Patreons will also have access to coming up very soon. Some really, really advanced and first look material. So this is stuff that I will eventually be doing videos on here on the channel. But as a Patreon member, you will have first access to all this information, really digging down and refining this list of winning indicators over a longer test period. And so great stuff and benefits for our Patreons. All right, so here we go. So we did 50 tests on this one, 50 trades. Out of those 50 trades, we got 21 wins and 29 losing trades. And so granted, there were instances where some of the trades did really well and gained some really decent profit, but definitely not enough to offset, the fact that you're taking a reasonable amount of losing trades compared to winning trades. Even at a 50-50, you're still taking a loss. Just all in all, it's not a great trading strategy to use, especially as a new trader. I'm definitely on board with new traders kind of taking it slow, learning how to kind of break even first, and then really digging kind of deeper into the taking profit, or at least being able to take a little bit of profit in the beginning, and then working your way up to a little bit riskier, a little bit more knowledgeable, kind of honed in skills on trading the market. But I don't think this one's going to be a good one for new traders to start out with. I think you're going to get discouraged really quickly. You're going to start losing some money, taking a lot of losing trades, and it's going to be really counterproductive to new traders to kind of start off with this. So again, if you are looking for some strategies and stuff like that, we've done quite a few of these strategies videos already, and we have found a couple winning strategies that do really well. And we've also posted some decent strategies in the Patreon only channel as well. And so if you're a new trader again, and you're looking for, kind of that next step of experience that it's going to take to really become profitable, joining our Patreon only channel is really a great step in the right direction. So another strategy tested, another just mediocre strategy that really didn't do that well. Just like seems to be the case with a lot of the indicators that we have tested, we seem to find a lot of mediocre indicators, and we seem to find a lot of mediocre, like 50-50 trading strategies. And so that just is a really good testament to the fact that it's hard to find really decent indicators, and it's hard to find really decent strategies. They definitely are not as common as the losing strategies, the losing indicators, and the majority of them, like I said, are like mediocre 50-50 break even at best type strategies. And trust me, doesn't do much good to just chase your tail in a circle. So all right, as I said, I'm going to cut the video here. It's gotten long enough. I will see everybody on the next video. If you have not already, like this video, share this video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. Also turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. So that way you know what indicators we have tested and are testing. Also, there is a link down below to join our Discord server, which is a free group communication platform where we discuss all things trading related. There is also a link down below to TradingView, and if you use that link to TradingView to sign up for an account, you will save a little bit of money. And lastly, there is a link down below to sign up for Patreon. Please sign up for the Patreon and support the channel the best way you can.